Hello again, everyone. This is the last video I'll be filming for today. You probably won't see it on the same day, but I only have a short chunk of time where I can get some videos made for you guys when it's beautiful outside. My kids can go outside and enjoy the snow and just, give me a little bit of time to myself. So this video is going to be my 2014 resolutions. Now, I'm a big resolution person and I like to make goals for each year, each month, each week, each day. I like to challenge myself to, you know what, you can do that better, let's try this again kind of thing. Or just to work on things for myself, for my family, and so forth. So there's a few resolutions I do have this year that are slightly different from what I've ever had before. So let's just get started. My very first resolution is to be more creative and or organized. I mentioned in my intro video, which I will link below in case you haven't seen that, I'm a huge Pinterest person. I've been on Pinterest for quite a while. I invited tons of my friends on there, and that's when I noticed it started to blow up. So I have many, many, many thousands of pins on there, and I've probably tried 5. And I know that's sad, but I'm sure there's a lot of people who do that. And it's just because it's so much easier to pin something and say, oh, that'd be fun to do, or that'd be easy to do, and then you forget about it kind of thing. So one of my goals for this year is to be more creative and organized. So what I will be doing is going to be a month kind of project, and each week of the month will be a different project. So let's say the first week of the month, I decide to try a new recipe for dinner. That's going to be something that we've never had before, that I want to introduce to my family, or that I'm really interested in making. Week number 2 will be like a DIY project, so it'll be something like, craft with my kids, or a homemade cleaning solution, or it could be like repurposing furniture. It could be anything DIY. I have a ton of DIY stuff on my Pinterest that I just love looking at because I wish I could be as creative as some of these people. So that'll be probably the second week. The third week, I'm kind of not sure what that's going to be yet. I'm playing with the thought that it could be something like a dessert, because I know I was going to do a recipe the first week, but I have a ton of desserts in my boards. So I'm thinking I might do food project, something like that. I haven't 100% nailed that down just yet. I'm gonna look and see what I can figure out with all my pins and see what I have the most of that I could work through. And then week 4 is going to be home improvement. Now this could be anything from organizing a closet to purging out my kids' toys, or it could be, a new cleaning schedule, or something that's going to help my home run a little bit more efficiently, or it's going to help me organize it or decorate it better, something like that. It's going to be home related. I'm really excited for those weeks because I have tons of plans for our house, and I really want to get it to where I just love being in it. I mean, I love being in it now, but there are just times where you're like, you know what, I really hate that wall, or I really hate the way that looks, next to that stand or whatever. And so I want to start tackling those kind of projects. And so that is kind of like the biggest goal I have for the year. And part of the reason I started this channel was to kind of document my way through the year and kind of also have accountability partners. I want to know that, okay, I said I was doing this and they're expecting me to do it. They want to see the end result. I suppose I should do it, because procrastination can sometimes be the devil for me. It'll get me and I'm like, oh, I can do it tomorrow. Well, I don't want to do that anymore. Which kind of leads me into my next resolution, time management. It is something that, first of all, just to put this out there, I'm a very punctual person. If I'm not 15 minutes early to an appointment or to anything, I feel like I'm late. So in being that punctual, I can sometimes rush, so let's say we have to leave in an hour and nobody's dressed. Okay, I will rush through and sometimes get really snippy with my children or my husband because they're not going as fast as I need them to do. Well, that's not always their fault. Sometimes that's me. I should have given them a little bit more time to listen, we have to leave by this time. I need you dressed by this time, kind of thing. So I need to work on my time management. Also communication, which is kind of goes with that. Being able to communicate with my husband and my kids a lot better. Well, with anybody, really, a lot better than I do right now. So with the time management and the communication, that really just is me wanting to use my time more wisely, making sure that I'm really big into schedules and, task lists and to-do lists, and I'm a list person. I love checking stuff off. So I want to make sure that during the 8 hours a day my kids are in school, I'm using that time as efficiently as possible. There's no reason, and this is totally on me. This is not saying this against anybody out there watching, but there's no reason that I personally can't get my chores done during the day when my kids are in school and still have plenty of time left to enjoy myself, watch some videos or catch them on TV, read a book, take a walk, whatever I want to do. There's no there's no reason I shouldn't be able to do that. So that's something I really need to work on with myself. So I'm excited to work with that. I'm hoping a cleaning schedule will work for me because, being home, I am a stay-at-home mom. So this is my job. It's taking care of the house and the kids and, making sure everything runs as smoothly as possible. So I really want to do better at that. I haven't been a stay-at-home mom in a while. I was working in the last couple years, so I'm getting back into the habit and the routine of being a stay-at-home mom, and I love it, don't get me wrong, and there's that great chunk of the day where I can get so much done, but sometimes I flop. Sometimes I just want to sit on the couch and skip right to the relaxation instead of getting any work done. So that is something really big that I want to work on. I think the last thing that is the biggest resolution for me is working on me. This last year was it was a good year, but it was kind of a roller coaster. I was still at my job in the beginning of 2013. I thought I was going to be leaving it in, the summer, and then there was a possibility I could get a promotion, and so I worked really hard and just was ready to go. My husband and I changed about a lot of our life to be able to for me to have this promotion. And then they gave the promotion away, and then my store closed. So I was dumbfounded that this was happening, but thankfully right before the store closed, me and my husband had felt that after much prayer and much communication with the mentor at church and really talking about it, it was the right decision for me to leave my job then. So I left right before we found out it was closing. So that was just confirmation it was time to go. But so this last year, I've really focused on my family. I focused on, if I got the promotion, it'd be better for the family. There'd be more money. If I'm a stay-at-home mom, it's better for the kids because they have me home at night to be able to do bedtime routine and homework and all this different kind of stuff. So in doing that and putting everybody else first and pleasing everybody else first, I really wore myself down. And so what I want to do is, this is not a selfish thing, but I can't take care of anyone else if I'm not taken care of. So what I want to do this year is really just focus on getting myself to where I need to be. That doesn't mean like I get to go shopping every day and pedicures and eat bonbons all the time and all that stuff. That's not what that means. What that means for me is I want to feel better. So I want to feel healthier, which means I don't need to go to the gym and starve myself to lose 50 pounds in 2 months. I just want to feel better. So that means drinking more water, taking vitamins, cutting back just a little bit on like the sugar intake and that kind of stuff. And I'm not going to go crazy at first. I know my limits and I know when too much is too much and so forth. So that, and then also emotionally, I feel like I've had a really rough time keeping really solid relationships with people. Whether it be because we just I rush into things and I'm like, you know what, here, this is all of me, I'm giving you everything and then I don't get it back, so I'm really disappointed, or, whatever that may be. I want to be completely honest with myself. So if I see a friendship or a relationship with somebody isn't working, I want to know that I'm strong enough to say, okay, that's not working anymore and it's not what's best for me. Therefore, for the rest of my family as well, I think it's time to back off of that or cut those ties or end it or whatever I have to do. So I think it's going to be hard, I'm not going to lie, because I'm not one of those people to give up easily on people or on anything. So I'm nervous, but I'm excited because I think I owe it to myself to be honest with myself when it comes to how I feel about people, about events, all this kind of stuff. So that is another bigger thing for me. There's no specific, like, I don't have like, oh, I have to be tan by June, and I have to have lost 100 pounds by next January, like all this different kind of stuff. There's nothing specific when it comes to this goal. It's just, I need to work on me. And that could be a million different things. So many things could happen throughout the year that could help me better myself or learn more about myself, which would be even great or even better. A big thing I want to find out, and this, I pray a lot about this, but I also am looking at my options. What is my next step? Am I meant to be a stay-at-home mom for a while longer, or should I look for work? Should I go to cosmetology school, like is something that my husband and I had talked about? I don't know. Like, there's all these options, and we're not sure what is going to happen yet. So it's kind of exciting to not know what's going to happen, but it's also terrifying because I'm one of those people who likes to know what's going on. So anyway, that's a little bit about that resolution right there. But I feel like that's all those resolutions together, that's kind of a big thing. So I'm excited, so excited to see where 2014 is going to take us. Me and my family and my friends and you guys, like this channel. I'm really excited to launch this right now and see where it goes. So if you guys have done a 2014 resolution video, please link it down below so I can watch it. I would love to see what some of the goals you guys have are. Feel free to leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think of my goals. And look out for more videos. There will be plenty more videos coming once the first of the year hits. I hope you guys had a very Merry Christmas, and I hope you have a great and absolutely wonderful New Year. I can't wait to see you again. Bye.